Well, Rhys, you played with two top teams in the division and drawn to both of them, so you're certainly showing you're competitive.
The players are so competitive. They've shown incredible character, spirit, everything in the last couple of games. The even better if for us is we don't want to take a punch on the nose first, so that's the disappointment really. But at the same time, to come back against two top teams in this division, yeah, really pleasing.
Yeah, it's obviously been a difficult couple of weeks. Are you pleased with the way the players have responded on the pitch?
Yeah, they've been brilliant. The way they've applied themselves, but that comes from the training as well. You can't just switch it on and off on a Saturday afternoon. So they've applied themselves through the week. They've shown their character, their spirit, their togetherness, all the things we keep speaking about. And then with a little bit of quality that we've got in there as well, then we're always confident we can get results.
You started really well and then conceded in their first attack. Were you disappointed with the goal?
Disappointed in terms of that, yeah, we conceded first. I haven't seen it back yet to be able to analyse and look at the whats and the whys of how that happened. But yeah, we're disappointed because I feel like, if we're taking that first goal, then I think we can perhaps go and nick a couple more. But disappointed, but again, pleased with the reaction.
And then you got the equaliser from Norman Bassette, you put up front on his own, so do you feel that worked well?
Yeah, Norman, I've just said in there, he's already a good player, but he's going to be a really good player. His pace, his finishing ability, his willingness to run in behind and to stretch defences, things like that. So, yeah, he's a confident boy anyway, but the cap that he had in the week for, a top footballing nation like Belgium as well, that's given him a little bit more of a spring in his step. So, yeah, started today and it worked out well.
What's your view on the incidents around the sending off? Because Chris Wilder has been a bit critical of Norman Bassette. He's not arguing with the sending off, but he felt that Bassette was provocative and also wasn't happy the way he went down holding his face. What was your take on it?
Yeah, again, it's one I need to see back, but looking at my first reaction of it, players, those type of conversations, little things trying to provoke and upset their opposition happens up and down the country every single weekend. It does happen. So I haven't seen it back, and if Norman's done anything wrong, we'll speak to Norman about that, absolutely. But the reaction from their player was, like you say, I think Chris, you've just said, agreed with it, it was a red card, so that obviously has an impact on the game.
Yeah, and he was caught on camera doing a bit of a Ronaldo and giving a wink there, Norman Bassette, but he's obviously he's very competitive, he's a very determined player. I mean, is there about, you don't want to rein him in particularly, do you? But do you have to sort of try and control him a little bit?
That's the first I've heard of that, so like I say, I haven't seen it back, but I think Norman's enthusiasm and is infectious. I think his willingness to want to go and work hard for the team is brilliant, and I think any player, any coach would say you'd rather a player that you're looking to rein in terms of energy levels than trying to get a bit more out of them is what you want. So yeah, that's where we are with that.
The crowd are clearly going to love it.
Yeah, the crowd here are brilliant. I've only been here since the start of the summer. And the fans are incredible. They're brilliant. They're so good, and they have such a positive impact on the team when they're with us. So we spoke about wanting to get them with us early in terms of the energy that we could start the game with, in terms of creating chances. And I felt that we did that, and they respond, and then in turn the players respond to that as well. So yeah, absolutely.
And then you have to try and break them down. I mean, Chris Wilder again says his team really enjoys defending, so it was never going to be easy. Do you have a sense of disappointment you couldn't quite turn it around completely?
Yeah. I mean, on one hand, you're quite pleased to, be down in the game against a team that's up there and will probably be up there. But to get the draw, you're quite pleased. But at the same time, yeah, we want to win games of football. So that competitive side of us is a little bit disappointed, but at the same time, so again, said it last week or the week before, whenever it was, so pleased, so proud, the character, the spirit, togetherness, all those things, and that will stand the boys in good stead.
And your substitutes had a decent impact, didn't they?
Yeah, we spoke about that. We spoke. They have to, they have to be in the mindset to do so. I think probably the hardest part of this interim role is telling players that, I care about, you're not playing tomorrow. So telling them that, but then seeing their reactions, their character to come on and make those contributions is really pleasing.
And Burnley midweek, are you working towards that game?
The day-by-day line I've kind of used is still the one I'm using. So I'm sure there'll be a conversation, after the game today, because there'll need to be, just for that clarification. If I'm asked to do the next game, I'll do it to the best of my ability.
But for whoever takes over, I guess these two games have shown that there's real potential here.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got real good players. We've got really good players. You can see that they're together. You can see they're spirited. You can see all those things. Do we want to stop getting punched on the nose and conceding first? Yes, we do. But yeah, there's some terrific foundations to go and work.
Jack, it was a great game to watch. What was it like to play in?
Yeah, it was a eventful game. I think obviously the the sending off changed the dynamic of the game a lot. But I felt we were on top even before that, and carried on. After the sending off. I think we only really gave them a couple of chances, and they've scored from them. And we need to do better in that sense. Allowing them to create chances to score, even when they have minimal, they've put them away, and we need to, go and get more like 3 then, instead of having a 2-0 and coming away with 3 points.
Yeah, well, I wanted to dwell on the negatives. That has kind of been the story of the season, that you're conceding goals even when the opposition aren't on top.
Yeah, I think it's something we just need to almost work on. When we've got the ball that out of possession shape, even when we have the ball, because a lot of the time teams are breaking and getting chances, even when we're on top. We just need to tidy that bit up, and once we tidy that up, I'm sure we'll start picking up a lot of points, because we create the chances and we've got 2 goals today. If we eradicate the silly goals we let in, then we can come away with a 2-0 win.
Norman Bassette's getting headlines for various reasons. What's he like playing alongside?
Yeah, no, he's a good lad. He cares. He's got a bit about him. That side to him, and sometimes you need that from a striker. And he's still learning. He's young. Still trying to coach him sometimes with out of possession stuff. But he's come over from Belgium, or where is he? France, Belgium, somewhere over there. And he's doing really well, and he's got a bright future. You just need to coach him a bit more, and he works hard, and he's a joy to play with.
But I guess that competitiveness, that rawness as well, it's pretty exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, no, like you see, like when the ball's going in behind and stuff, he chases everything down. He's young, he's energetic, and he wants to learn. He wants to win, and that's what you need as a good fundamentals for a player. So hopefully you can keep working hard and create problems for opposition. And
your corner leading to the equalising goal?
Yeah, I had a few, to be fair. I know I've got good delivery, and I had a few that weren't as good before, and I was thinking, let me just focus on this. It's not easy when they've got a 6'6" giant in the zone that you're trying to miss out. But this one I got into the right area just so they couldn't reach it, and it's a nice little finish from Bobby, and found him nicely. Yeah.
They were never going to be easy to break down, even with 10. Is there a slight sense of frustration you couldn't quite get the win?
Yeah, a big sense of frustration. We know we're going to come out and have a lot of the ball. We'd like to have got another goal to win the game, and probably should have. Some bits we could have tidied up when we were going forward, or maybe the final bit could have been better at times. But we just got to. It's in the past now. The game's finished. We've got to look on to Tuesday, because games coming thick and fast.
They are, and 2 decent performances. But how difficult has the last couple of weeks been for the squad?
You know what? Credit to the staff that have come in. They've not made it difficult for us. It's with the gaffer being here, and he's done so much for the club and everyone. For him to go, it was a big change, especially for the people who have been here for a long time. But as football is, it happens in our game, and we have games coming thick and fast, and we need to put that to a side and focus on the task ahead, and be ready for whoever comes in, and start to climb the table. Yeah.
Is it a little unsettling, waiting to find out who's going to come in?
I don't know. For me, I just try to live in the present. That's all we can do. We don't know who's coming in, and when they do, it will happen. So I'm just focusing on the task ahead, the game that's coming next up, and prepare as usual.